All right, all right, all right. All right, so I appreciate you guys again hopping on. Like I said before, our brainstorming sessions is all about connecting the dots, sharing knowledge, each one teach one at the end of the day. We're all in the same boat, especially as entrepreneurs. It don't matter what type of background you have, what type of industry you're in, you're always going to be in the same boat. We're all going to go through similar trials and tribulations and learn certain lessons throughout our journey, and that's really what our today's brainstorming session and today's icebreaker question was all about. What type of mistakes, and some of you guys have had similar mistakes in totally opposite industry. So we're here to learn from each other, here to learn from our mistakes, most of all, and then like I said, connect the dots. It may be somebody on here that may have, the right resources for you, or it just may be a great addition to, whatever it is that you have going on. So that's what it's all about, making sure that we connect you guys from all over, and making sure that we can actually learn something, take one jewel. If we could take one jewel from the day, I'll be happy. So real quick, I want to give you guys opportunity to kind of go down the list and talk about some of the great things that you guys are doing. Talk about what your product or your service are, and then talk about some of the challenges that you've been having to see if we can kind of come together and find some solutions. So real quick, I think we're missing somebody. Matter of fact, raise your hand if you haven't gotten a chance to answer the icebreaker question yet. I believe we have somebody more. Did you go, Jasmine?
Yeah. No, I didn't get to go.
All right, so I want you to actually, so the icebreaker question for the day is, what's the most cringe-worthy mistake you've made in your entrepreneurial journey that you can laugh about now?
Now,
Can you hear me, Jasmine?
sorry, I wanted to share my face. Okay, so the most cringeworthy, my first year of farming, my first year on my farm, I made the mistake of promising stuff to people. My whole family, I'm the first generation farmer, and I was able to get my acre and a half farm. And I was like, oh, I got you. I'm going to have kale for you. I'm going to have broccoli for you. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. My first year, I bought 32 cubic yards of soil from a very known company, a nature supply store. And I did not test the soil. And it killed 700 of my seedlings my first farm season. So I learned then, like, I will never, ever make promises of something with farming until it's actually in my hand harvested. And I learned to always test soil, no matter where you get it from, no matter who it's coming from, always test your soil.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I appreciate you, Queen. So I guess that's just the biggest lesson of the day. Test the product. Because I think most of us, even with me, that was one of my biggest mistakes, when we first started publishing Exclusive Models magazine, not testing it. Actually, not even when we first did it. Like, it even happened to us last year when we published the last issue. The manufacturers changed up the type of paper, the material, and somehow we missed that memo. And good thing we just, I learned from my first mistake, and I only ordered one copy to test it out to see what it looks like. And yeah, it didn't come out good, so we had to order another test copy, and we got it together. But imagine if I would have went on ahead and just ordered a bulk order. So yeah, I think that's one of the main lessons that we've all probably learned. Test, 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 beta launch, beta launch, beta launch. I get a lot of people who ask me, like, what is a beta launch? Like, is testing, make sure that everything works properly, make sure everybody is happy with the product, or with the platform. It's very big. We do it a lot, when we when we design websites for people, and put together their websites, the first thing we do when we're done with the design is do a beta launch. So we want to see is every button working? Is it user friendly? Because it don't matter how you want it to look. Is people going to be able to find what they want to find and navigate through the website as easy as possible. So I think all of us has probably learned that lesson. Testing. So real quick, I want to go through the list, give you guys an opportunity to talk about, again, what you guys are doing with your companies, introduce people who may not know about your companies, and then talk about some of the challenges that you're having, so we can figure out some solutions. So real quick, can I get Ace real quick? Ace, can you tell the people what you're doing and some of the challenges that you've been having? Ace, can you hear me? So real quick until she come back, let me get Angeline. Talk about some of the wonderful things that you're doing, Angeline.
I muted. Okay, I'm here. All
Every
right. Well, right now we're in our, I think, 87th day for the pre-launch of my book, Wifedom. It entails women coming back home to the community so that we can save our communities. Because if we don't save our communities, the country will go to the wayside. And women being back home in the community helps us as community members be more stable, because now Miss May is at home, Big Mama's at home, somebody's there watching what's going on in the community and things that have to be done in the community. The mothers who are home and able to address those things will be there to do that, instead of both mom and dad being out of the community and our kids just being latchkey kids. A lot of things can go wrong in that environment. And as you see today in our communities, we have judges who are out there throwing away their $250,000 jobs, and just so much corruption going on because there's no one with a watchful eye there. So we need to work at being better. And the book Wifedom is a guide to help women to get back into that space. And of course, right now I'm looking at doing as much marketing as possible. And we're getting ready to do a panel with women talking about some of the things that are affecting us in our relationships.
That's dope. That's dope. When are you guys planning to have your panel?
In the next 6 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, definitely keep me
And
posted.
yes, I want every woman on here on that panel, because we want, of course, different ages, different prospects, business people, women who are not working, women who are just coming into womanhood, so we can attack this on all levels. 1973 was not very good for us as cultural individuals in this country, and we have to go back and unravel some things that happened to us because womanhood was not passed back onto our generation.
That's a fact. I love it. Now we definitely looking forward to supporting the panel. As soon as you can, send me the flyer and the RSV
Okay.
details. And yeah, we're gonna put it in our group and get some more.
All right. And I did put the pre-launch for the book in the chat.
Perfect. I appreciate you, King. Real quick, do I got Ace on? Can you hear me, Ace?
Yeah, I can.
So real quick, talk about some of the things that you're doing and some of the challenges that you've been having.
Mm, right now, I think I've been working on creating content and coming up with a marketing plan for releasing my album. And the challenge is really just staying focused and being consistent, because the creativity part of it, I don't know, like the creativity when it comes to making the content and making it quality content at that, not just to be making content, but like quality, you know. Um Sometimes that can be challenging because that creative flow can kind of come and go sometimes. So you're not going to be as focused every time or all the time when it comes to, you know, making content in bulk. But yeah, lately my challenge has been staying focused and staying inspired and motivated to continue doing it, because you know, I think in general, just running a ship on your own sometimes can kind of feel like you're doing a million things at one time. So, you know, just trying to, you know, organize my space, organize my mind so I can continue to stay focused, really. Yeah.
Hey, most definitely, most definitely. I mean, like I told you before, you know, motivation comes with realizing that it's not about you. You know,
Yep.
we talked about
Mm-hmm.
this before. I had this, you know, discussion prior a couple times. Lemonade. So it's all about, you know, really just once you realize that it's not about you, and then you figure out, you
Mm-hmm.
know, why. You know, you figure out why are you doing this then? Who is it for
Mm-hmm.
specifically? And I think that that alone, you know, really help with the motivation side. Because
Yeah.
the times we get into a lot of, you know, and I really speak for myself as well, but I know it's a lot of people like me, but we get into it, you know, for because we feel like, okay, that's where the money at, you know, sometimes,
Right.
um,
Mm-hmm.
or if we get into it simply off of our passion alone,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then we don't really think about the why. Other than that, is the why is because I love
Right.
it.
Exactly.
But
Yeah. It's like,
yeah, once you figure out the why you should do it and why other people should, you know, really support what you got going on, and then figure out how you can actually service, you know, the next person. That motivation is gonna keep
mm-hmm.
going. Like, you know, I'm speaking
Yeah.
from personal experience. I know it's no longer about just me loving to be behind the camera,
Exactly.
to work with businesses or whatnot. You know, we actually have people that, you know, it's all about generational wealth. We building generational wealth. We helping people you know, change their lives. So you know, even when those days where I don't feel like getting out of bed or I don't feel like I might not, you know, some weeks that I just didn't even feel like getting on the brainstorming session until I actually got on
Mm-hmm.
and saw
Yeah.
these beautiful faces. And then you know, I get that motivation right back. Like, okay, this
Yeah.
say no
Yeah.
more.
It lights you up as soon as you start getting into
Yeah,
it and getting
yeah.
into the flow and doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's the biggest advice that I would give, you know, really, you know, just keep remembering that why and making sure that everything that you do is for that next person, especially the youth. You know, they really need us,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the time that we're in. So I think that'll really help with the motivation. And you know, you always got the mob, you know what I mean? We're
For
gonna
sure.
debate as much as we possibly can. We got a lot of great things going
Yeah.
on. And really just being around great people, you know, that's another thing that, you know, motivates me. I guess that revolves
Yeah.
back to me getting on the brainstorming sessions when I see all these amazing people that we have connections with and we have relationships with. That motivates me because when I tell you 10 years ago, I would never imagine me doing what I'm doing now. So it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's
Yeah.
stay active.
Oh,
Um,
I wanted to say too, I feel like, you know, lately I've been trying to find a balance between, because, you know, like what I do now, it definitely is a service to myself and to the world. And, you know, I think about that all the time. And that part of it is natural. But then there's another side of it that's very unnatural and, you know, overly structured, which is the business mindset that has to come with it. And when you have that, like the gift part of it, the talent itself is very natural. But then you have to kind of like make sure you're not, what's the word, like dimming the part that, like, because it's coming from a passion. So you want to make sure that the business part of it is not dimming the light of the passion and making you feel, you know, not as positive about the whole thing as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So just trying to make sure I don't you know, lose that natural love for it, you know, just getting caught up in trying to market and caught up in trying to follow a blueprint. And you know, because sometimes like you get so married to that blueprint that it's kind of hard to, you know, feel the actual flow of what's meant. So you know, I've been kind of like having conversations with God lately about just, like, I know that there's a way outside of what I know, because what I know sometimes stresses me out because I don't always understand it, so like it's just a matter of like being open to, different avenues and ways of doing it well. But you know what I'm saying? But that just kind of comes with time, I guess, and just learning myself more and
Yeah.
learning, the flow of how to maneuver this particular path,
And to stay vigilant on people that's around you that can help during that path too. I know the best people that I've really come to really work with the best is people that really is not trying to be in my circle. Is when you really know what, like you said, when you learn yourself and you learn what you need, then you can really see the best in people. You'll really be able to see those traits in other people. They might not even know. You might see it in them before they see it in themselves, and you can be able to say, "Hey, I need you to handle this part of the structure." And the more, the better your team,
Mm-hmm.
you're only as good as your team anyway. You get what I'm saying? So, that's
Right.
really where having a good team comes into place, to where you can focus on just doing your part, and then all of the other
Mm-hmm.
is just happening. So that'll come
Yeah.
along. You still young. You gotta, man.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
And that
We can
patience.
switch spots. I would love to, because you got and you very talented. So it's really gonna come. We just gotta put it out there to the world, and put out who Ace made to the world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For
Um,
sure.
so I appreciate you, Ace. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Who we got next? Who we got next? CC. What's going on? So I want you to talk to them about the wonderful things that you're doing and some of the challenges that you've been having.
All right. All right. So, first off, thank everybody who came out to the field day on Sunday. We had so much fun. We had a great turnout. So, I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys again on our next upcoming field day, which is going to be the third Sunday in July. And then also, we still have community days on first and third Sunday at the farm, the Natural Way 365 Farms. I am a farmer. I am an herbalist. I am a holistic coach. I'm a formulator, and I'm all things entrepreneur. Some challenges I'm having is getting back on that platform with Operation Hope. It's been a busy week for me. It's been a busy week for me, and I really have not even opened up my workbook in about 7 days. So I need to get back on that. And that's really my challenge right now. Everything is starting to go real good. We're getting more donations for the farm, and more people are getting excited about volunteering. The field day really helped out a lot to let people see what is going on and my vision of what needs to be done, and getting hands on deck. So thank everybody for that. Thank the mob, and also Sage have put out a newsletter as well, getting volunteers. So I really appreciate all the effort and all the help from everyone. So that's what I have going on, and still working on online sales, which is increasing as well. So that's another great thing. So y'all continue to support me and connect with me on social media at the Natural Way 365, and shop online at thenaturalway365.com. And if you are in Georgia, shop at some of these stores that carry my products. The CMOS Depot on Old National, they carry my products. Night Out Oddities is getting ready to start carrying my products in Forest Park. And also, what's Eileen's store? SBN. SBN Herbs and the Namdam Market and Morrow. She also has my products there too. So support these stores that's carrying my products, or you can shop online, and I would greatly appreciate it.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Man, I don't really got too much. I mean, I know the schedules will be getting crazy. I think one thing we could do is prioritize a little bit more. Also, I wanted to maybe if you need a little bit more help to bypass, because I believe Erica said that we could bypass the courses as well. Like if you didn't really need to go through the 4-week process. So what I'll do is I'll reach out to her. She actually supposed to be tapping in.
Even though that I am already an established entrepreneur, doing this course like as a new business, because that's what I'm doing, a new business with this, I've still learned like so much by doing the workbook. Even though that I've had several businesses, I've still learned so much. So I still suggest that even if you already are an established business owner, still go through the workbook. And if you're just that sharp, you're gonna knock it out real quick. If not, you're gonna learn something new about yourself and about your business. So I do suggest that y'all do the workbook.
I love it. I love it. But in fact, let me actually post the link to Operation Hope in the chat for those of you that want to take advantage. Their prime objective is to fund 1 million minority businesses. So yeah, hey, let's take advantage of these resources that we have available to us. Shout out to Erica the plug for introducing this wonderful opportunity to us. She actually worked closely with Shopify and Operation Hope, and she's actually the owner of Jizzler. Shout out to them. Shout out to the BMF Cash, and prayers up to them. But yeah, that's really what it's all about. So I'm actually about to post the link in the chat for you guys if you want to check it out. I advise and suggest that everyone take advantage of these resources, especially you got people that's trying to get your money now. Like you can't beat that. So definitely take advantage, you guys. I'm gonna keep it moving. Yeah. Fifi, what's going on? What's going on, Mob?
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Hey. So for everyone, I am Fee Hatley. I am your holistic wellness guru, aka goddess. I currently am working on a few different things right now. I have my holistic wellness skincare line, which includes like luxury, plant-based, eco-sustainable products, along with glamping after dark. We have an upcoming event coming up this Saturday, which I did post a link. I did post the link, I believe, in the chat, but I'll post that again for any of you that want to come out and partake in all the festivities. It is Autumn Sky's birthday on Friday. So Saturday, we were thinking of doing a water park type situation until like, I don't know, from like noon to 4. And then glamping after dark starts at 6:30. She will be with her grandparents. So we will have adults here, I think, on this one. However, if anybody has any minis, just be sure to let me know so we can plan accordingly for them as well this time. And outside of that, yeah, I'm headed to the penthouse.
Hey, we waiting on you.
I know, I'm headed that way. So
real quick, what's some of the challenges that you've been having, with philosophy?
Some of the challenges that I have been having are help. I have no help partly. It's really just me handling a lot of what needs to be done. Me and Mitch, of course. And Autumn Sky, as y'all can hear.
MVP over there.
Right, baby Fee. Here, take that to the house. So yeah, really just trying to get everything situated in the lab. But yeah, I definitely could use an extra pair of hands. Just kind of around. I did order the new mixer, so shout out to the tribe for coming through.
Hey,
I went ahead and ordered the new one, so it'll be here tomorrow.
I love that.
And yeah, we are back in business. We're back in production for all of the amazing skincare that y'all are always calling me about. So
Like we never left.
I know.
So
So yeah,
I just posted the RSVP for the Glamping After Dark VIP experience, as well as Fee's exclusive interview that we did last month. I want you guys to definitely check that out. She's a wonderful soul. And you know, we gotta hear the story behind what she's been doing. She's been doing some great things on a holistic realm. Um, and yeah, man, a prime example of a mob member, one of our skincare brands that we have right now that we're representing, and it's just been a soldier ever since you've been.
it's so hot in here. Look, y'all, it's so hot. My butters are melting.
Let's see that. Let's see that. Yeah, it's super hot.
It's melting. All the oils go to the bottom. So say hi.
Hey, that's my little Cabbage Patch doll right there.
And
So real quick, Fee. What do you?
yeah, come on, get that.
We've been really just trying to get more help and more volunteers. I think a great way, if you can, send me some duties that you need help with. Let's create a list of duties.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we got some great people out there that would love to volunteer. We just need to know, what they're gonna be doing. So
Okay, yeah, it's mostly prep work, stuff in the lab, whether it be wrapping soaps and stuff, getting ready for the events. There's always an exclusive product that I make for the events. So the people that are coming out, they will have exclusives that nobody online will actually see. So that's one of the other perks about coming in person as well. But definitely, I'll send that over to you. I'll get that over.
yeah, we'll send that over, and then we're gonna put out some PR and put out a newsletter and see get some beautiful people over there to help out, especially during the glamping event. Maybe we need to do another one, another list for which I think I think they could pretty much work off the outline.
That we already have, yeah.
And so yeah, if you want to volunteer for
Yeah, so I'll tell y'all now, both of the big luxury tents have been rented out. They are accounted for. The penthouse has been rented out as well. I have 2 TP tents left, unless you're gonna pitch your own tent. It's 40, I think 45 to pitch your own tent on the link. So yeah, I hope, like I said, hopefully I see y'all out here. I've got people coming in from Pennsylvania, from North Carolina. We've got tribe coming in from all over. So as y'all know, it's all a vibe, and we're gonna have 5-star dining. So I'm thinking crab legs, some shrimp. We gonna eat good. That's all y'all need to know. We gonna eat real good.
definitely.
Hi.
We had a lot of great fun. It was a great turnout last time, so I'm looking forward to it myself. And we're gonna get out there and get some great content as well. So make sure you guys already RSVP. I'll put the link in there. As you can see, they going. She only got 2 tents left. So yeah,
That's the new baby, y'all. This is the new one.
I love it.
The other one over there. So yeah, I've upsized y'all yet again.
We're gonna have fun.
What else did I want to tell you? Gawani, so I don't know if he's still on here or not. Gawani still on here? No, he's not. However, I wanted to just let y'all know that he did his him and also Elle have both done their inner child walkthrough ceremony here at Tribe Land. So if you are struggling with, spiritual stagnation or anything like that, or anything that you feel is hindering you or bound to you that you're trying to either get rid of or even need assistance in assisting, with that process, please reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. My gifts are for you and for you guys, for your service. So yeah, just definitely keep me in mind for things like that.
I love it. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, Queen. I know
Come on.
Yes, I did want to tell you that there is a program that's called the WIOA program, which allows you to have interns into your business. And all you're doing is training them about what you do. And they get paid by the WIOA program. And it's pretty easy to set up. I can send you over that information because you want to always keep people coming through. so that you'll always have people, and that program will allow you to be able to do that.
I love it.
I appreciate that, Angeline. Thank you.
Most definitely.
That's what it's about, getting those resources. That's what I'm talking about. Please post that in the chat. I think we all can use that. All right.
Most definitely.
So while we at it, Angeline, can you did you already go?
Put these up for me. Let me get my shoes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, please post that in the chat real quick. What's next? This list messing me up. It was alphabetical order, now it's messing me up. Let me get Divine real quick.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hey. And basically, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I do real quick. I am a metaphysicalist, and basically what that means is I help people with spiritual healing. I have a lot of products that I make for spiritual healing, like copper rings, copper jewelry. I also do tarot card readings. I do spiritual consultations, birth chart readings. I also do house cleansings. I do anything and everything in this metaphysical spiritual world. You want it, I got it. And some of the things that I've been struggling with lately is posting content and being consistent on posting that content. Because I will go like a week and be good at posting content, and then next week I just drop. I just be done, not posting no content, none of that, but I still be doing stuff, but I need to like post it and share it. So that's what I've been struggling with lately, just keeping consistent and keeping the content on all my platforms just steady, keeping it going. That's what I've been struggling with lately.
So I think I would probably say the same thing to you that I said to Ace, figuring out, and really just remembering that you're doing this for somebody else. It's all about, hey, being a servant, what I mean? I think, that's really what's going to keep you going. So, but you've been doing a great job. So I think everything else, just like you and Ace, you guys are both young, and hey, you got a lot going on. You got a lot, coming up. So, you just got to keep, finding your people, once you find the right people to be around, everything else, the motivation is going to come through them, and then it's going to also come through the people that you're actually helping. So, especially in your field, it's all about being a servant. So, I think that's really what's going to help you, keep it going. Especially surrounding. I can't stress that enough. Surrounding yourself by good people that's on the same path as you. So, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who we got next? Can I get Jasmine next? Can you hear me, Jasmine? Can I get you Sunday? Where's Sunday at? Sunday. Yeah, I just want to. Can you see her? She's trying to. She said, "Can you see her?" Nah, she got to unmute. Unmute, Sunday. There we
Can you
go.
hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
bless. So tell the people about some of the great things that you guys are doing, and then talk about some of your challenges that you've been having.
The big things that me and my husband doing. Well, I know a few of y'all already know we had a 40 city tour with the We the Ones comedy tour with Mike Epps, DC Young Fly, Chico Bean, and all of them. So that's really good. We just now finishing up with that. So now we're about to going to like all of our festivals with our mobile vehicle, Black Diamond, Fashion Like D&D Lifestyle, Dreams Never Die. So a lot of festivals and stuff going on. So we keep about to line our calendar up to get our fashion pieces back out in the streets, not just events. So that's
So for the new people on here that don't,
actually about to take off. And me personally, I'm a hairstylist, licensed hairstylist. I have experience with working on sets. So if anybody have anything available and or know of any sets that's looking for a experienced hairstylist, that would be me. So let me know if anybody have any opportunities in that area. The challenges that we have, let's see. I would say right now is just getting back in the loop of everything, you know, coming off the tour for 4 months and I done had 2 weeks off. So now it's just trying to get my calendar filled back up because a lot of my clients like, girl, you've been on tour for 4 months. So get my clients back, coming back on, sitting in the chairs. So that's been going okay. But getting back on set is the challenge for me. That's what I'm trying to get back on is the set. So that's about it. Other than that, let me think. The website. Getting the website functionable. So if anybody really good with websites that's in the group and or if you know of anyone, then let us know. Drop the information down below.
we'll go ahead and drop that Mastering Our Business website in there for you.
Okay.
You know, we do websites now. Come on now.
But see, ours is you do all websites?
All website. We got a whole team.
Okay. Say less then. There it is.
Yeah. So if it's not hosted on weeks, we do have a team that you know, specialize in other hosts and specialize in other functionality and different things like that.
Okay. Say less.
Put together and you know, figure out what's actually needed, you know, what type of functionalities you want to include. And you know, we also got people that manage the site as well to keep it updated, you know, especially with, you know, you guys are always doing stuff and coming out with new products and stuff like that. So I know that's gonna be big for you guys. But yeah,
Right.
something, you know, that's something we could talk about for sure. Get you linked up with some of my peoples. But yeah, you guys are doing your thing though, for sure.
Thank you.
Can you tell us real quick, and I'm gonna let you go, but can you tell us where, first of all, what is Dreams Never Die? And then, you know, where do you know, what was the influence behind it?
So our fashion line is D&D Lifestyle. When the women wear our brand, it means divas and diamonds. We also have a men line. When the men wear our brand, it means the men in diamonds. So we came up with the Dreams Never Die because when you think of Dreams Never Die, everybody should be able to relate to Dreams Never Die. Some people dream, but do you actually do what's necessary to allow your dreams to come true? Dreams never die. It's plain and simple. Dreams never die.
Love it. I love it. I need one of them shirts.
Some people are just dreamers. They're going to keep dreaming. I'm telling you, when you put the work in, it's easy said and done. Put that work in.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I need one of them shirts, but they got to be gold.
These are new, actually. You
Yeah.
see the two D's?
I need, so where's red at? I need mine to be gold, you know? I need 5 colors.
All right, we got you.
Rocking with that. I love it. I love it. I appreciate you, sis.
Yes, appreciate y'all as well. Appreciate everybody on. How many people are y'all? I can't even see.
I don't even,
My blind self.
who else we got real quick? I know Sheldon probably working. You working, Sheldon? Don't worry about it. Is I know you putting in that real work. It's hot out there too. Yeah, he probably working. He probably working hard. Jasmine, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey. So real quick, can you talk about just the wonderful things that you are doing? First of all, introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and then talk about some of the challenges that you've been having.
Okay. Sit down right quick. All right. Hello, guys. My name is Jasmine. My business is Healing Hipster. It's a 1.5 acre farm. It's so I'll start by saying this. I'm a chemist first. Went to school for chemistry. I do a lot of different extractions, tinctures. Of course, I'm a naturalist because I'm a farmer as well. I'm a herbalist. I'm a garden educator, so I host classes on my farm, and I teach people, adults, seniors, and children how to do garden activities and how to fertilize and how to do pesticides and stuff like that. Yes, chemistry. I know I love chemistry so much. And then natural chemistry. And then what else I do? I'm a hemp advocate, everything hemp, trying to be a cannabis advocate. The struggles that I have, I would say would be bringing people out to support farmers. It's like online, it looks cool to be a farmer. And of course, every time I meet somebody and they find out I'm a farmer, it's like the best job ever. But in reality, we really be struggling with like people buying stuff from us. A lot of people don't buy fresh produce. So I need help the most with marketing. I like to do $20 bundles where I basically give somebody basically everything a little bit that's on my farm. And I want to be able to, at least do like 20 of those a week. And right now I'm doing about 5, which is good. And then my other biggest thing that I'll just end with is I think a lot of people say because I do so much that actually hinders me, which I don't know why. But somebody like if you go on my Instagram right now, you might see farming, then you might see like me teaching the kid, then you might see like me making juices, you might see meal prep, you might see, but it's all holistic, it's all food items and herbs and stuff, but it's just like I do a lot of stuff. But it doesn't bother me though, because I still get all my orders in. But maybe it does, because I know I have had other people approach me and say that I need to gear down and like only do certain things.
I mean, I'm on both ends. I think, depending on what you do, on the marketing aspect, it's definitely a lot easier to niche it down. Especially if you don't have millions of dollars to put in the advertisement to where you can advertise every single segment and every single product.
Yeah.
Some people like, with Fifi, for example, she has a abundance of products. So what we did in our past product shoot we just did for her was focus on the top sellers. So that's another way, that's another way you could do that, to really focus on like the most popular things when it comes around farming, and then let everybody else kind of,
see on my website the rest. And if they want it, I at least have it.
Yeah, and it will make it easier for you to niche it down, especially if you're, like I said, when it comes to marketing. Because one thing about marketing, you have to understand that, and I don't want to be too harsh, but people is not that smart, right?
Yeah, nowadays you being real.
But, and you have to. I wanted to say it another way, but
I know, right?
but you have to understand, especially as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, you have to understand that people are not that smart. So you have to dumb it down for them and niche yourself in and dumb it down a little bit.
Yes. And yes, I am on Farm First 24/7. I get hits on there, but not really. I'm on there though. I am on there. I do, because I'm with Lawrence and them. I'm in the collective sustainability. I go to all our link ups and stuff like that. But yeah, so I did at least the grants I've been applying for lately. I've been strictly telling them that marketing is something I want to pay for, because I'm at the point right now, because I do everything, I don't even want to do the marketing no more. I just want to send it to somebody else, but I need the funds for that. So that's what my latest grants that I find out in July, if I got, they're at least geared towards helping. Basically, I let them know if farming need help with marketing. So
let me give
and
you
I will be reaching out to y'all. You already know.
let me give you a secret though. No one likes to do marketing.
I know, like that's why I'd rather pay for it.
Well, most entrepreneurs don't like the marketing aspect. When I say that, especially digital marketing, most entrepreneurs that I meet, they either don't like it, understand it, or they don't have time to uh post on social media and manage all of their sites. Because you got to be on all the social media sites, not just Instagram.
And see, that's my problem. Yeah, I heavily on Instagram, not the rest. Yeah, and I need somebody to do all of it.
Yeah, and what makes it so hard though, coming from somebody that actually manage social media and do social media management and marketing, is every single one of these different platforms have a different algorithm. It's not the same. You can't do the same thing and post the same. And sometimes you can, but you can't, for the most part, you can't do the same thing on Instagram that you could do on TikTok, or do the same thing on LinkedIn that you do on TikTok, or do the same thing on, whatever social media app. They all got their own algorithm that changes almost daily, especially Instagram. It's not just one algorithm. It changes. It's constant.
Yeah, see, I don't even know about none of that.
Exactly. So it is a full-time job. And if you somebody like yourself that's literally getting people be talking about it, get it out the mud. You're literally getting it out the mud. You don't have time to be responding within an hour to the most latest comment, or to really just check off these boxes that you need to check off to stay within that algorithm. So these social media platforms can push your stuff, because they have control on who they show your page to as well. And they don't even want to.
Yeah, and I felt like the only reason why lately I've been having to make, like, even though I am funny anyway, I don't really like to show people, but it's like I have to put personality in the videos now for them to even get people to look at it. I'm like, but my straight stuff where I'm trying to do straight facts and herbs and tell people about stuff is like they're three likes.
You got that's an advantage. A lot of people don't even have your personality, and they don't even have that option. So that's to really, because you gotta bring a draw, and that's something. I had a conversation with Cece, because she's a farmer as well. I wish she was at the field day. I definitely want y'all.
Yeah, I had to get my hair done, but I'm gonna come out to the next one for real, for real.
But this is something that I talked to her about. Like, what you guys are doing is hard work. So you got to create an experience out of it and make people want to do it. Like you said, a lot of people don't buy fresh produce. Number one reason why a lot of people don't buy it, because it's not accessible. You got all these food deserts. A lot of people don't even know it's farms in the city. That's what
that blows my mind, because I know so many. Yeah, you're right.
Now I know so many, and it blows my mind to be able to be like, yo, it's a farm over here, it's a farm over there. They all over here, but people don't know about them. So, bringing awareness, but it's a McDonald's on every corner. So if that's the first thing, even if they know about them, the next thing comes with accessibility. If it's accessible, that's why we're moving more into the mobile, where we're getting more mobile hubs. That's why I love Farmer P and what they're doing with the mobile hub, with the mobile farmers market, because this is something that we was already talking about, and that was just confirmation. Like, we gotta go mobile, just like lifestyle. They got the whole mobile boutique. You gotta take it to the folks. You can't wait for them to come to you, because it's so here, especially with the internet, it's so oversaturated that you gotta bypass all of this and put it in their face. You gotta put it right in. So I think that's another thing that's really gonna help the agriculture community as a whole, when we start getting more mobile hubs, which we are in the process of raising more money and get the mobile hubs. But these are something that going with our mobile hub, making it more accessible, making these resources as a whole, not just agriculture, making all of these resources that we have bringing awareness and having accessibility. So
I'm definitely gonna do that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I can't wait. You got me excited. Soon, I already got some ideas on the marketing side.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I put that in Instagram. I'm like, look, I need help with marketing, but they want us to, because it's for beginner farmers. Yeah, that's within 5 years of doing it, and so I'm on year 2 officially. Like, I've been doing it for a while, but just having my own has been 2 years. So thank you so much.
I love it. Man, I appreciate you. Yeah, we definitely gotta link you with Cece for sure. She the one who she was actually telling me about the link that she posted in there, and You know, if you have any links or any resources that you want to post in there for her as well, hey, we all, hey, each one teach one. That's what we at.
I know that's right. Oh yeah, definitely, y'all. Hit me up, Healing Hipster. Y'all get my DM. I think my number on there. Just hit me up. I'm all about everything but farming and grants.
Oh, I love it. Did you post your info in the chat?
I'll do it now.
Go ahead and post your any website, social medias, contact info, all of that good stuff, so we can contact you and stay connected.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you. We're gonna bring in Tony. You gotta dial in to your audio. Let me see your phone.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, you just gotta unmute.
Can you hear me? What's going on, everybody? Throw your hands up. Okay. Excuse me for eating. I'm kind of hungry. Anyway, my wife, my gracious, beautiful wife, kind of explained a little bit about what we do. So instead of me talking about me and what we do, I would rather kind of turn it back and have people ask me questions about. It seems like the census might be marketing, promotion, stuff of that nature, and my little brother did a phenomenal job explaining a lot of stuff that comes with marketing, branding, and just promotions, period. So feel free to ask some questions, put them in the comments, in the chat part, and then Delano can either see them and read them back, or somebody else that's in the room. But one of the things that you have to understand with business, any kind of business, I don't care what it is, the rule of thumb is exposure. Without exposure, you might as well just pack it up and just, work a 9 to 5. And ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, because you take your 9 to 5 and you use that part of that money to invest back in your product. But before you do anything, you have to put money into the marketing, the promotion, the advertise. Let's just say advertise. You have to advertise. If you don't advertise, you don't get the exposure, you're limiting what you do. And so now we live in a right here, right now, microwave society. We want it now, we want it fast. We had the blessings to go mobile from day one. And the reason why we went to mobile, because when we moved here in Atlanta about 9 years ago, no one knew who we were. No one. And to go into a brick and mortar, hell, in Buckhead is 20 million. I'm sorry, 20,000 a month. And that's, in the Buckhead area, it can go anywhere from, at least 8 to 20,000 a month. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And that same money could be done with your advertisement to get yourself out there. Now, we went mobile, and it made more sense for us to go mobile. Talking about what Delano said earlier, we don't wait for the people to come to us. We go to the people. We go to pop-up events. We create our own pop-up events. We create our own experience. We don't wait to be in nobody's clique. We create our own clique. We create our own cult-like following. And I mean that in a good way. So when we go to events, and these events may have like the who's who of who on stage, well, we feel like we're the who's who, and we're not on stage. And the way we do that is with the way we go about getting exposure. So yeah, we got a 35-foot tour bus, and we call it Black Diamond. So when we come up, we have no writing on it at all. Nobody knows what it is, but we did that strategically. We did that for a reason, because we wanted the curiosity to come in. And the curiosity was, they didn't know what it was. They kept asking questions, but so when we pulled up, they're like, who are these celebrities? Well, hey, that D&D lifestyle. So we created some kind of controversy. And then it's about your image. Your image sells you before you say a word. Let that sink in for a minute. Your image of who you are and what you're doing and what you bring to your table to anybody before they can even talk to you, tell somebody who you are. Your image, your look, your feel, your swag, or your no swag, how you present yourself is how people will perceive you, whether it's wrong or it's right. Remember this saying, perception is greater than reality. So you have to build the perception of the reality that you want people to see you on. And when Delana was talking about earlier, he was alluding to the fact that a lot of people or the average consumer might not be as educated, so they take what they see and they run with it. That's why you see all these fake, and I'm being honest, fake gurus, fake people that say they can do this, that, and the third. That's why so many people get caught up in all these different scams, because the people that's on the other end that's doing the scam or doing the hustle, they know that perception is greater than reality. So what that means is they know how to present themselves effectively to sell what they're trying to sell. And 90% of the time, they usually win. Because the consumer, what? The consumer believes what they see, not what they think. Now, once you start speaking and talking about whatever the product or the service is, that's a whole nother skill level. And most scammers know how to talk the right talk in order to make themselves be effective in order to create the sale. So this ain't about talking about hustle. This ain't talking about being a scammer. This ain't talking about doing anything negative to get sales. It's talking about getting the right exposure, being able to be a service to whoever it is that you're trying to provide a service to, and being able to take that service to the next level. I mean, how many times you guys go to a restaurant or go to some place of service and the service people stink? They're rude, they're disgusting, they don't take the time, they're not listening to what you're asking, even if it's an order. And then you have certain people that their service is impeccable. And so I'm gonna give a tip regardless, because you're in the service industry, but you're not gonna get as much money based off of the experience I had with you. So again, you have to understand that attention, the word attention, if you know how to get attention on a regular basis, the money will follow you. If you know how to get attention, money will follow you. Your perception is your reality, is their reality, no matter what it is. Whatever they see, whatever they hear, whatever it may be, that's the consumer's reality. So you have to guard your perception of who you are. You have to make sure that your social media presence is telling a story about who you are and if it can relate to that particular type of client that you want. You don't have to have a product or a service that has to be able to appeal to every Tom, Dick, and Frank. You just have to find the right people that like exactly what you're doing. They like what they see about you. They like what you're saying. And those people you can build on. And like she was talking to the young lady that was talking earlier about the algorithm. Well, the algorithm will bring those same people that are in different states, in different countries, to your page or to your platform. But you have to make sure that you have the right perception. You have to make sure you have the right perception that they're looking for, because if they don't, then they leave. And to make it easy for the people that don't have the dollars to do the campaigns and to do the marketing and then the strategy and the promotion, and it seems like it's so much to do with it. The simplest way is to make your business about your life, so that you can create, so that your content is about your life, your lifestyle. And that's what we did. We just made it about our life, our lifestyle, the good, the bad, the ugly, the struggles, the ups, the downs, the celebrities that we meet, just the plain Jane person, just being real and creating a story, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And you create that and you make that about your lifestyle, then what happens is it doesn't seem like it's a lot of work, because it flows easy, especially when you document your process. See, everybody want to show you the glitz and glamour when it's all done. And that's what they do on social media. You're seeing, the whole, perfect example. So we live in a high rise in Buckhead. When we first moved in Atlanta 9 years ago, everybody and their mama told us, don't move to Buckhead. It costs too much. It's too expensive. It's everything that you can think of to be negative, we were discouraged. What people said. We decided to move to Buckhead because I wanted the perception of my business, our brand, our lifestyle to be in Buckhead, because people, like Delaney was saying earlier, people associate a certain luxury, a certain look, a certain feel with what they see on a regular basis. Was it hard? Absolutely, yes. It was very hard for us. It very hard. But what it did was it gave us the look, the feel, and it was our lifestyle. Even though we struggled in the beginning, it was not a lie. So the perception was real. You got the good, the bad, and the ugly. So again, don't let nobody out think where you're trying to go. Any and everybody that's on this platform right now has the ability to go any place they want to be financially. But first thing you got to do is you got to get out your own way. You got to be ready to really just get out your own way, because most of your stumbling blocks are from you, the person that you look in the mirror every day. Are you doing what it takes to create that perception? Are you doing what it takes to get the knowledge that you need? More importantly, who are you serving? Who are you serving besides God and besides, your kids and everybody else? Who are you serving that can help you get to the next level? Really, who are you serving? In order for me and Sunday to get on that tour that we got on, it's a multi-million-dollar tour. That these tours are one of the hardest things to get on because they have gatekeepers. We had no gatekeepers. So what I had to do is I had to figure out who could I serve. Think about what I just said. I had to figure out who could I serve. And so when I found the right people that I serve, they told me, look, we got everything locked down. So what I did was I looked at all the product and the things that they were selling, and I knew that we could do a better job. So I didn't wait for them. I went and I made product, I made stuff we need to do, and I took them 40 hats and some shirts. And they asked me, well, we didn't ask you. I said, don't worry about it, just sell it. They sold it within an hour at a show at State Farm Arena. They called me the next day. We need 400. So that 400 turned into 600. That 600 turned into, hey, you got full access to the tour. That was the No Cap Comedy Tour back a couple of years ago. So again, I didn't go in presenting my clothing line. Everybody was like, you crazy, you're around all these celebrities, present your stuff, present your stuff. I said, dude, y'all don't understand about serving. So we sacrificed. I spent about $7,000 going to these shows when we first started, flying me and my wife out because I was trying to do what? Build relationships. Most people won't put the sacrifice in or the money or the time in to build relationships. And what that did was it put us in a position when the tour came up the first part of this year, the first person they called was me. They called us on New Year's Day. New Year's Day, where everybody was at home celebrating and partying. The guys of this company, this big company, called me up and said, hey, you guys have done phenomenal. You guys didn't ask for this, that, and the third. We would like you guys to run our division. And we could pay y'all. And I'm like, you guys can't pay us because you're not going to be able to pay us what we worth. So what we did was we created a contract where we did a partnership where we didn't have a cap on the money we made. So it's what we had to put the work in, the service, and everything was put in a position. We put ourselves in a position. So we broke every sales record for comedy shows when it comes to merchandise on our first rodeo. So what you think we get ready to do next year? When we did that, now we have all these different promoters calling us from around the country. So again, it was about putting the work in, but more importantly, figuring out how to serve. And it ain't also always about the money. Go to these events, do the networking with people. Network with like Delano. Delano is phenomenal at what he does. Don't get that twisted. That brother is phenomenal. Matter of fact, on this tour, on the tour that we just finished, Delano did some footage for us, for the guys. I walked him in the door. Relationships. Remember, I just talked about earlier. A relationship. I got a relationship with them. I got a relationship with Delano. So who I call? So they said, we need this, we need that, and third. Okay, let me call my guy. Delano walks in the door. Private session. That video shoot, along with a whole team of different people, Delano was a part of that. That video is over 10 million views that we use for the commercial. 10 million views and growing. So that raises his stock up. That raises his level up. And he's allowed to say, I had a part of history. I can put this on my resume. When he gets to talk to who, this, that, and the third, he can say this and he has the backing to prove it. When it was time for us to go to New York, Delano was like, hey, big bro, I need you to get yourself on the billboard at Times Square. Without hesitation, it was done. So that was around the time of my wife's birthday. So what better present was that to see our brand in Times Square and then to see Delano setting it up where it said, happy birthday to my wife. Now, you know, I got everything I needed after that hand. But so, but I say this to say, you have to, again, know in how you can serve people. You have to know that the perception that you think about yourself might not be the perception that people think about you. So you got to be mindful enough to go back and not only your social media, but your everyday, you going out, you going to the store. Listen, I have not worn any other brand in 10 years. Listen to what I just said. I have not worn another millionaire's brand on my body in 10 years. I wear D&D stuff because everywhere I go, I am a representation of D&D. I am a representation of the lifestyle. So when they constantly see me, they constantly see my wife, they constantly see our associates and people that's around them wearing a D&D, everybody's actually. Now we got Mike Epps wearing it. Now I got Chico got jackets. Everybody on the tour, D-Ray Davis, Little Duval, Chico Bean, I said DC Youngfly, Mojo Brooks, T.I., you know, by me serving, by me giving, putting myself in position, now I'm able to reap the benefits from that. And it don't come easy. And it ain't all, you know, glamorous right now, you know, because again, remember, we work for ourselves. So you don't work, you don't eat. You do work, but we got bigger bills, bigger expenses. We don't have the expenses that we had when we first came down to Atlanta. But we had the mindset, if anybody in Atlanta can make it, we can make it. Why we can't? If I'm a struggle in a city that's full of opportunity, full of connection, full of people and relationships that I can build. All these different events. Atlanta has 1,000 events on Eventbrite, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Why you not at one of them? 1,000 a day. Go to Eventbrite and pull up events. Why you not at one of the events? And not there to be looking, go to meet people, go there to network, go to talk. My biggest pet peeve, if I don't tell anybody, if you guys don't learn anything about me, is when I was younger, I was able to get in every room, every circle, but I didn't like talking. And because I didn't like talking, I missed a lot of opportunity. I missed a lot of meal tickets because I was afraid to open my mouth. And then I kept looking at my counterparts just passing me up on a level, just moving up on the scale. And the only thing that was different between me and them was they were talking. They were talking to the people, building the relationships with people. And that's what's going to make the difference between you and everybody that's on this phone call. You're one person away from being where you want to be. It's that simple. You're one person away from being where you're supposed to be. You just got to make the decision to make sure that you're ready for when that opportunity comes. Tony Tubb, signing out.
Hey, man. I know a
I'm
lot
not-
of y'all probably was listening to him like, man, this dude Delano had to pay him for a lot of this stuff. 'Cause I know a lot of us have had these same conversations, and it ain't even about me. It's about really just what it is, like facts. These are all facts. It ain't no way around it. It ain't no shortcuts. I know, when we first get into business, and even when we get into it, we always look for shortcuts, and it ain't no shortcuts. You got to get out there. That's something I had to learn. That was one of my biggest challenges is talking to people. I'm an introvert, so it was hard for me to really talk to people like I should have. Even to this day, we might go to, well, not to this day. We taking over, we campaigning, we kissing babies and everything. But that's something that I had to really learn. And like Tony, I really had to learn it the hard way because I was seeing a lot of people that we was on the same level once, and now we ain't on the same level no more because they got out there and had that conversation. So Tony definitely was. I appreciate you, Kane. That was a lot of great confirmation, even for me, because me and Chrissy every day, almost every day, if not every day, we always waking up and looking at each other like, hey, we one step closer to that one conversation that's gonna change, the whole blueprint of what we're doing. So get out here, make those make those relationships, build those relationships. That's what we're doing with the mob. We're not only building relationships, we're building a whole community full of all different types of relationships, different backgrounds, connecting people that will probably never meet in life because of the lifestyle that they live. And even if y'all was to meet, half y'all will probably not even talk to each other because it is what it is. It just be like that sometimes. So that's what God put me on this earth to do, is just really be that connector and connect the dots and help really connect beautiful, beautiful people like yourselves. So that's what we're here to do, man. Motivate each other, educate each other, and push each other, be each other accountability partner. That's what we've been doing with our members. Shout out to all our mob members. Every single one of you guys are just amazing. And I'm just actually blessed to even just be, in a position to be able to assist y'all on your journey and take all of my knowledge and all of the knowledge that we have around us, that we spent years and years, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to really build. And that's how most of us learn. You live and you learn. So to each his own, and each one teach one. At the end of the day, we got to take that knowledge and pass it on to the next person. So that's what we've been doing. So real quick, I wanna do a quick intermission to where not intermission, but I want to give you guys a chance to really just commit to a Q&A. Um, like Tony said, if you guys have any, questions or concerns when it comes to marketing, advertising, branding, or just, when it evolves around any of the challenges that you're having, if you got any questions or concerns, we're gonna take this time out to just knock them out. I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. We're gonna do a Q&A, and then we're gonna wrap up, and I'm gonna let you guys go about your day. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and unmute yourself, and go ahead and well, I guess we'll do it like that because I got hands raised already. So go ahead and raise your hand on the Zoom, and then I'll call on you. I know we got the first one. Angeline, what's going on, Queen?
Hey, I'm really looking at, I'm going on a tour next week, 24 cities, and I want to make a presence before I get there. I'm reaching out mostly on social media, and I'm doing it through having conversation about the book that I'm going to be launching in September. So I wanted to know, is that a good way for me to reach out, let people know a bit about me and a bit about what I do in my presidential campaign? And should I do that before I get there as an introductory, or should I just wait until I get there to each city?
Well, both. Um,
Okay.
you just got to figure out what type of format do you want to do that. A lot of people, you know, in these days, they don't really hold long conversations via DM unless they know you. I think putting your story out there and then, you know, like Tony said, make yourself bigger than life. You know, if you're going on a tour, I always push people to do billboard campaigns, different things like that. Well, Dan, you have a political campaign though, so maybe
Mhm.
billboard campaigns wouldn't be feasible because a lot of these a lot of these billboard companies like to stay away from advertising politics. Um,
Mhm.
maybe offer them a free, maybe do a book reading, maybe read it.
Okay.
Even you utilize social media for that, you know, because people want to know what the book is about and how they can actually benefit nowadays. You know, is it digital?
Is the book going to be digital?
Yes.
It's no, it's not going to be digital because it's a guide and it's something that you have to actually do activities.
I would definitely come out with a digital version or um a voice of yeah that too or a voice like what you call it like a audio book because that's what I'm into. I used to do a lot of reading physical books, but now because I'm
Mhm.
do a lot of audio books, I think that's a must. I think you
Yeah, I think with it being a guide or audio book would be better
yeah
because even my teachings are done by voice. I
yeah
really don't have my face
you
when
got
I'm teaching.
a voice too. You got it. So you need, huh? So you need to do like you need to do the audiobook yourself. Like me and my brother we was over here talking about you could do an AI audiobook. You don't have to do nothing. But
Hmm.
I think you should actually be the voice behind the audiobook.
Okay. Okay. All right. That I believe I will go that way because I really want people. I want to introduce myself before I get to people so they can have some questions to ask me.
Yeah. Are you going to are you about what tour is this? Is it the Hype magazine tour?
Yes, it is.
You said 24 cities. I'm like, the last time.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, digital.
Yes,
Digital
me
associate.
and Ron have gotten together, and he's going to work with me to promote my campaign.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I would get that digital. Even though it's not out yet, I would also do um maybe a digital chapter,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, you know, get them engaged and build that anticipation and just leave them
Get
hanging.
him curious.
Leave them
Okay.
hanging so they can be like, man, when is this book coming out? This is
Okay.
like give them your best chapter and
Mm-hmm.
give it to them for free. Like
Okay.
where we at right now where you got to give, you know, a lot of things out for free to really reap the
I
benefit.
don't mind. I'm an educational philanthropist, so I definitely don't mind giving it away.
Yeah, give it to them for free and give them your best chapter audiobook and then, you know, kind of make sure that we get that and, you know, tell them the benefits, you know, that's really the biggest thing. You know,
And
people,
some of the things that they're going to get from it.
yeah, most
Okay.
people are selfish. So, you know, they want to
Mhm.
how they can actually benefit or they don't care. It's just what it is.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that would be a great strategy to really kick off the tour.
Awesome. Awesome. I will definitely start getting that done this evening.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Anybody else got any questions or concerns? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually stay on for a couple more minutes. If you got any questions or concerns that you want to ask, um, any any extra details that you want to add, real quick, I'm gonna actually post all of our upcoming opportunities in the chat as well. We got the Standing on Business webinar coming up this Thursday, and that's every last Thursday of the month, hosted by Mr. Fixit. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
financial literacy and just business development as a whole. So you know he's always getting on there. I know a few of you have started working with Mr. Fixit so far, and already you know shout out to Kia, one of our mob members. She went up. I don't even want to get the number of points that she went up on her credit score, but She's actually getting some great results. That's what we love. And so yeah, it's very important if you need a little financial literacy or just some motivation when it comes to business development. Definitely hop on that webinar. We have the Glamping After Dark VIP experience coming up, hosted by Philosophy. That's going to be a great experience. And then we have the Natural Way 365 Community Days every first and third Sunday. The next third Sunday, we're going to actually be doing another field day. So I'm excited about that. Shout out to Sage. I know she wasn't able to stay on. I know she's going to be in Miami this weekend, but she has the Agricultures United, where she's basically just building a collective of different farmers. She's actually teaching the youth on agriculture and aquaponics. So she's a powerful woman. So I definitely want you guys to, really get the youth involved and what she got going on, and just follow her news, sign up for her newsletters and different things like that. And then we got the Moody volleyball games every Sunday at 4. And then we got New York Fashion Week coming up. So we're actually, as we speak, putting together a few campaigns for a few businesses that we're going to be working with and advertising out there. So if you or anybody that you know want to campaign in New York during Fashion Week, which will entail, basically interviews, content creation sessions, of course, of course, we're going to be advertising in Times Square on the biggest billboard in Times Square again this year. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, or any one of our Fashion Week campaigns, we got LA Fashion Week coming up. We got another Miami Art Basel coming up as well at the end of the year. So if you know any artists or any business owners in general that want to tap into an international market, let us know. And then, like I said, I'm actually posting the links in the chat now. And before you guys go, because I started a new chat, before you guys leave, please post your social medias, websites, and where you're listening in from in the chat real quick. Everybody, do that for me real quick. Post your info in the chat real quick again. This is a new chat. And because I want to make sure that when we send out the chat log to everybody has everybody's info. So make sure you guys blow up the chat before you guys leave. And then if you can, please send us contact info for at least 2 business owners that you know that can actually benefit from our memberships and benefit from, all of the different resources that we got coming up. Let's refer some people, let's get them, connected as well. And then, yeah, we'll reach out to them. We'll follow up, set up a consultations, and see how we can actually benefit them and see how we can go forward from there. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys hopping on today. Before you guys leave out, please post your info once again in the chat, and have a blessed day. I'll talk to you guys shortly.
Delano, the last chat you did didn't come up.
Say that again.
The last chat that you put in, it didn't come up.
From last week?
No, just now. Of all the events that are coming up,
You said it's not coming.
it's blank. Yeah.
Oh, you saying the one that I just posted in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, I'll send you directly everything. Matter of fact, I'll just post everything else in the Instagram broadcast.
Awesome. All right, appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You as well, Queen. I appreciate you.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's going to be a good time.
Again, if you haven't already, make sure you guys post your website, social medias in the chat again. And then I'll talk to you guys shortly. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys be safe and be blessed.